Hello and good morning. Today I'm in a 2023 Mercedes CLA 250. So the 2023 CLA 250 MSRP is at just under $40,000, and honestly, I think that's one of the best deals you're gonna get on a car if you're looking for a luxury car. This is made by a luxury brand, obviously Mercedes, very well known for their luxury, but the interior and the driving experience and everything so far, just getting to, my little photo shoot location, has been really nice. So the CLA 250 has a 2.0 inline-4 turbo, making around 220 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 6.3 seconds. It's front-wheel drive, and it gets about 25 to 39 miles per gallon city highway, so not too bad. Definitely not a sports car, but it has numbers like it is, like definitely faster than an FRS probably. But yeah, so let's start with the interior. Really nice color in here. It's like a white interior with a black roof, really classy combo. It has this nice light across the whole interior. It's kind of like a mood light. I think you can set it to any color you want, but in this car it's all purple. The vents are what pop out to me first. They're really cool shape. They're kind of like a little vortex almost. Really cool design, and they feel really nice. All the touch points in here feel really high quality, high class. It doesn't feel like they cheaped out on the interior whatsoever. It feels like they're higher models, they're higher trim models. They even have like this little trackpad in the front over here where you can control the screen from. But yeah, really nice interior. I haven't really tested the sound system too much, but from what I have heard on the radio, it does sound pretty good. Very nice interior, very comfortable. The leather feels really nice. It's like you almost have like a perforated texture on the leather at the dash, but design-wise, looks really nice in here. Zero complaints from me on the interior. Very comfortable. I don't feel like I have no visibility. I can see well. Everything is comfortable in here. I don't feel like I'm being, closed in, like all claustrophobic and all that. But yeah, I really enjoy the interior. The steering wheel is really nice leather. Feels really good to hold. It's super nice. Nice white stitching on the black leather. It's very classy. It's almost like a tuxedo. Like the car is a tuxedo on the inside with the white and the black, and it's really nice, really great touch. So that's on about the interior, just first impressions. I'm gonna throw the other cameras on and let's get driving, and I can talk a little bit more about how I feel about the car. All right, so let's get driving in the 2023 CLA 250. Now, I think one of the weirdest things about Mercedes and this car is they call it the CLA 250 Coupe, when very obviously it's a sedan. So I don't know the story behind that. Maybe because the rest of their cars are so much larger. I don't know, but it's definitely a sedan, so don't let the advertisements fool you. But first impressions right off the bat, this car is super smooth, super easy to drive. The steering is extremely light to the touch. It's so easy to turn the wheel. It's almost effortless. The whole car feels very effortless in here. Very easy to drive. It does give you that luxury feeling because, luxury, they don't want you to break a sweat doing anything. I will say though, my only complaint thus far is the road noise. I think maybe that's where they're kind of cheaping out with this car, is that the sound deadening is not great. There is a lot of road noise that comes through in this car when you're on the highway. I'm not really sure why. Maybe the tires, the sound deadening, whatever it may be. But I think that's kind of where you can see where they're saving a little bit of their money on this car. Because for Mercedes to offer this car at just below $40,000 brand new in 2023, honestly, it's a really good deal. I know there are some like Acuras and Lexuses that go for that price. And I just think that for the price, you will get a way nicer car, looking, feeling, interior-wise, getting the Mercedes than if you were to get like an Acura, like the TLX or the Integra or whatever, than the Mercedes. But yeah, very comfortable in here. It's just so easy to drive. There's almost nothing to say about this car other than it is easy and blissful to drive. You could pretty easily daily drive this car. It feels really simple. It's very easy. It just lets you drive the way you want to drive. I mean, you're not fighting the car. You're not annoyed with anything. It's a really good car to just get in and drive. There's really nothing else you could complain about. Aside from the road noise, there's nothing you can complain about with this car. I think one of the funniest things though about this car is like you see where the areas where they save money, and I find it very interesting that the steering wheel is manually adjustable and not like with a little electronic control. You have to physically drop the thing like it's a 2003 Civic. You drop the little thing on the steering wheel, then you can move it up and down and telescoping, but that's really it. So yeah, looking at the dashboard, now that we're in first person view, the cluster is really nice, very simple. It's one big panel of electronic gauges, and then you get some other information over there. But the gauges are really nice. It tells you your RPM, your speed, and then you have this little middle section, which I recently found out you can adjust with this little thing right here, which is actually a touchpad. So you like swipe your finger up on it, and this is really cool. This is your constant acceleration, coasting, like pretty much how you're driving. Oil, a gas consumption, so like live data about gas consumption. Your speed, which is probably what I would be on the most, just because it's way easier to look at a digital number than there. It's not hard, but it's just more convenient. Your miles. This car's only got 3,000 miles. It's like basically brand new. I don't know what this is. This is probably when you have like a GPS in, because I see a little finish line over there. Okay. Why can I select those two things? Weird. Oh, you can change the gauges. Whoa. Okay, this is actually really cool. I'm gonna get over because the road noise is pretty bad in this lane. You can change what the gauge says. That is actually a really cool feature. I want to see what the other one has. So back to the tachometer. Go over to the left. What do we got here? Speed, I guess gas, right? Or time. That's a clock, right? Yeah, it's a clock. Okay. All right. Route schedule. And your radio. That's so cool. I would have never even noticed that too. And then over here in the middle, we have a bunch of other features too. Like I have it currently set on the engine specs, like just what's going on. It tells you your current horsepower, your current foot-pounds of torque, the battery voltage, and your turbo PSI. And then you have a bunch of other settings you can go through too, like vehicle. I don't really know what this, acceleration, brake, gas consumption, over like your trip, it's like a whole graph. That's pretty cool. Operator's manual, that's pretty cool. The whole manual is just in this screen. If we go to the home menu, we have comfort, seat kinetics. So you can change the bolstering. I think, is this lighting? I think it's the lighting. Ambient lighting, yeah, okay, so it's the light. Whoa. Oh, this is actually really cool. So the seat is tilting with like the angle of the road, so I'm always at the same level. The seat is moving like with the road, so I'm always sitting level. That is a really cool feature. I know other Mercedes have that feature, I just wasn't expecting it to be in like their cheapest model available. That is pretty unique. Media, radio, phone, themes, you can change the theme, info, Mercedes apps, settings. Yeah, so you have a bunch of different things you can play with over here. And the touchscreen is really nice. It's very responsive. It works very well. It doesn't feel cheap or anything. I don't have to press very hard. It works really well. And so we have Eco, Comfort, Sport, and Individual. As soon as I clicked Sport, I felt something change. Yeah, the RPMs go up, so it downshifts. So I know it's not a sports car, but we have to at least do a little bit of acceleration test, right? So it also has these paddle shifters, and it comes with a 7-speed dual clutch automatic transmission, so it actually shifts pretty quick. So right now we're in third. It's slow, shifts fast. It's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, it's a little daily, definitely not fast. I think it probably is a little heavy with only 200 horsepower, 220 horsepower. You're not really gonna go many places, but it was fun. It was fun. In eco mode, it like barely ever wants to accelerate. You could slap your foot down all the way, wide open throttle, and it would like basically do nothing. Assistance, active brake assist, attention assist, blind spot assist, dynamic seat. So this is like pretty much all of your like quick adjustments. If you want to select something quickly, you can press this button right down here. That's the CLA. Lights, ambient lighting. You can change the color to anything you want. That's pretty cool. It's a whole rainbow very nice. And I guess you can change the welcoming color. That's also really cool. The brightness of it. They're all the way up. Seat comfort. Yeah, that's a thing before. What are the settings in here? Backrest, seat surface. Okay, so you can kind of like adjust the seats from the menu, even though you do have your seat adjusters right here on the side. So, I don't know. A lot of options, honestly. A lot of options for a cheap luxury car. When I saw the MSRP in this car, I was kind of like, I can't believe that exists. I didn't know Mercedes offered a car for less than $40,000. But look, if you want to pull up to the function looking like you're rich, and you could only afford a Honda Accord, maybe you get a Mercedes CLA 250 instead. I mean, I don't see why not. It's really nice. Probably get about the same gas mileage. I can imagine the insurance is more expensive, but the price, small price to pay for a big flex at the function. It's got a bunch of little options down here. Your climate controls. All the buttons feel really nice. Everything in here does feel really nice. Really zero complaints about this car. The only thing is the sound deadening is terrible. Like the road is very loud in here. Many other cars that I've driven, it feels a lot quieter on the inside. Even like the Fiesta ST felt quieter on the inside. That's really my only complaint, but everything else feels really nice. It's super comfy, super easy to drive. The gas is forgiving, the steering is light. Everything is really nice in here. Honestly, a very nice car. So, sorry for a little bit of a shorter review today. I don't normally do like non-sports cars, so it's kind of hard for me to touch on things that I don't really know what I'm looking for, to be honest. But very nice car overall, you know, in conclusion. Really nice. Very good for the price. Only $40,000 for a car this nice is a really good deal. And I think if you're looking into these, I don't think you can go wrong anywhere. It's got a good engine. It's probably reliable, but it's a little four-cylinder, so I don't see where you can go wrong, really. So I'm gonna go over ratings now. If you're new to the channel, or you can't remember, or you've never seen me before, the way I do my ratings is I do a sport category, a daily category, and then a final verdict of would I buy it, yes or no. So the sport and dailies are out of 100 each. So let's get right into it. Right off the bat, in the sport category, this is not a sports car, and it's definitely not a sporty car. The engine is slow. I mean, the car is slow. Engine is kind of underpowered. The 0 to 60 isn't bad, but it's honestly, it's not much to bat an eye at. It's not your best bet for a sports car. So for sport, I'm gonna have to give it a 25. You know, the only place where it makes up for in the sport department is the handling isn't bad. It does feel somewhat planted to the ground, like I'm not afraid to take turns, but there's no acceleration, and it has kind of smaller brakes on it, so I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. So on the daily category, this is where this car is going to shine. This is a great daily driver if you're on a budget but want luxury. This is like your budget luxury car pick of the year, in my opinion, from what I've driven. But yeah, really nice to daily. You get decent gas mileage. It's a sedan. It has a good trunk. You can fit people in here. It's super nice to sit in here every day. Like I said before a million times, my only complaint is the sound deadening and how loud it is inside the cabin. It's not the worst, but I feel like you would find probably less cabin noise in like a Kia Soul. That's really my only complaint. So for the daily ability category, I'm gonna give this like an 88. This is a really good daily driver. I don't see why anybody wouldn't buy this for a daily. You know what I mean? Unless you want to find something more performance oriented, like a little bit more on the performance spectrum. That's where I can see where you would want to pick a different car than this one. Well, that just about wraps up my review on the 2023 Mercedes CLA 250 Coupe, even though it's a sedan. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want me to review any car in particular, please leave it down in the comments. I would like to cater to everybody. I'd like to get any car you want to see, I'd like to shoot a review on. So let me know. If you have a car you want me to review, I would be happy to. If you're local to Long Island, just shoot me a comment, a DM, an email, whatever you need to reach out to me. I get back to pretty much everybody, so hit me up if you want me to review your car. I would love to. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing, and I hope you guys have a great day.